Hello everybody, it's your boy N here. I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. So in today's video, it is going to be a video on the 1 billion damage Bunny Purge squad build. So without further ado guys, let's get right on into today's video. But before we do that real quick, there is going to be a quick announcement, and that is to please use my creator code, which is going to be on screen right about now. So please use my creator code, and my Discord server is also linked in the description, so please do check that out as well. Now with all of that out of the way, let's actually get on into today's video. Okay, so let's start off by going on over the modules you're going to want to run with Bunny. Now I did say that this is a squad build, and this build must be backed up by a Luna. Luna is going to be covering the differences in this build. I'm going to quickly replace Focus on Singular for Singular Specialist, just for a little bit of extra damage. But this is the build here. It is a balls to the walls crit build using high voltage, MP collector, maximize range. This could also be replaced with amplification control, focus on electric, singular specialist, skill expansion, dangerous ambush, all of the crit mods, so insight, concentration, emergency measures, and front lines, and then mid-air maneuvering. So with all of these modules, all these crit mods here, you are going to get insane levels of crits. Now our crits will already be into the 2 million range with all this. Now with the buff from Luna, this is going to double it and take us into the 4 million crit range. Now we are using this build and we are maximizing our range here. You can, like I say, replace that with amplification control. That would be better if you want a little bit more damage. And then we've got focus on electric because we need the electric scaling, and we also only use one focus on module instead of two. The reason for that is, as you can see here, our cooldown is already slightly lower than our duration. Now Luna, with her third ability, is able to grant us even additional cooldown, so we are again covered by the Luna here. Then MP collector is going to be our only form of MP recovery whenever we do be getting kills with this build. Now we are using high voltage only because it's easier to do this, and it's better to do it's better to have high voltage present when you are fighting the bosses, because you are going to be able to use mid-air maneuvering, spin around the bosses, and do ludicrous levels of damage to all of the bosses in this game. Now let me go on over the next component, which is the reactor. So for the reactor, the optimization condition can be anything you want. In my instance, I'm using machine gun because I'm using the enduring legacy with this. Now, for this, for the two stats in the middle, electric and singular are more than good enough. That's all you need on Bunny anyways. For the two stats at the bottom, I've gone with singular and crit damage. Again, singular for more scaling on our singular abilities and more damage. And then crit damage, because of course this is a crit build. We're going balls to the walls with crits, so we're just going to be going all in with that. That is probably the most optimal reactor. Crit rate wouldn't really make much of a difference. Luna will be covering us, so we're fine. Now for the components, you're going to want to run the Slayer set for the skill power. For the power, you are going to want max HP and recovery out of combat. We're going to be running all three of the MP differences on here, just so that we have enough scaling to maybe get MP back. Now for the sensor, we are running max MP again and MP recovery in combat, which is most important part of all of this. Now for the memory, we are using MP recovery modifiers, so that all three of these scale together and give us extra MP back. And then we are using electric resistance. Defense would also have been fine. Now for the processor, max shield and shield recovery modifier are great. Toxin resistance would have been good too, but that is basically the build for this. Now let me run in a squad with Luna and show you the insane levels of damage that this is capable of. So here is some gameplay of me on my live stream using this build and experimenting with it at the same time. Now you can see right off the bat we are already hitting orange crits even without the Luna buffing us yet. Now once the Luna buffs kick in, immediate 2.2 million damage with the crits right here. Now as we build up our multiplier and our scale with the inversion reinforcement, you can see our crits begin to rise slowly. Now when you are not nearby the Luna, as long as you have the Luna's buff present, you should be fine. Now this is even with two Inaces in lobby, you still get to very much hold your own with Bunny. This is a very capable build. Now Inace does of course get scale too, and as you can see here, we're already into the 3 millions and our crits are bordering onto the 4 millions already. Now once you build up your abilities scale, again, the more you use your abilities, once you get into that magical 15, you're going to be doing a ton more damage. Now, you should not be playing the medic with Bunny, that should be left to the Luna, but this is still more than optimal, and as you can see there, we're hitting the 4 million range with our crits. Make sure not to fall out of the map or go down, because that will indeed drop your critical hit modifier. Now, an important thing that you are going to want to do, especially with this build, is deal with the bosses. Now, Inés is also great for dealing with bosses. All the other Descendants are also good with the bosses. However, with this specific bunny build, you've got something called insane DPS that can be applied insanely fast. So what you are going to want to do is, number one, take your sight on an enemy, and 2, you're just going to want to use your mid-air maneuvering and spin all around him to absolutely violate and delete him. As you can see right now, our crits are into the 4.4 million range, 4.2 million range, which is still insanely good. As for MP, our MP bar goes up and down a lot. This is why it is important to keep killing and do as much of damage as you can with this build. Now, in this gameplay right now, I'm not really taking care of the bosses too much. You will see me do this much more at the end. But even consistently getting 3-4 million crits with a build like this is still crazy to me. And I really do have a lot of fun running this build. As you know, I'm a bit of a bunny fanatic, so I'm always recommend bunny over everything else. Now, you can see here, this is where you are going to, this is where I go down. So because I've taken it down now, I have lost all of my stacks. Now with my 15 stacks, you just spam your abilities to get them back. But even with that, I'm still hitting 3.93 mil crit damage, and this is still important because even without your stacks, you can still hit insane levels. Now, I am sorry about the frame rate. I was streaming, recording, and playing at the same time on high settings. My PC is only a human after all, and you know, it took a bit of a beating from this. But as you can see here, what you are going to want to do is just keep running around the boss with bunny, and then whenever it comes to it, you are also going to want to high voltage, mid-air maneuver spin around the boss. Now you can see in this instance, you know, just spraying the boss down, hoping to get rid of that stupid shield that he's got, and then we are going to take care of the boss. Now in this run, I'm pretty sure I will get over 1 billion damage. Now with this build, consistently I have always been getting over 1 billion damage. I don't know whether it's my teammates lacking or what, but I personally don't think that my boys over here will ever leave me lacking like that. So I've got faith in them. But as you can see, we just hit millions upon millions upon millions in crits. And as you can see from here, the end of the mission, 1.3 billion damage. And we did the mission in a frosty 4 minutes. So, you know, our time is very freaking good. And as far as it goes, this is like as the pinnacle of Void Purge gameplay. I genuinely don't think it gets much better than this. As long as you remember to keep moving, using your abilities, and just, you know, run around and spin with bunny, you're basically good to go to hit insane levels of crits. Now, I am emphasizing this one more time. This is a squad build. Using this build in solo will result in several deaths, and this build must be used with a Lunar present. That is how you are going to get the most out of this build, and this for Purge is perfect. So people, that's been today's video, and I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please do smash that like button. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing. I do loads of guides on the first Descendant, and I will make the best guides about bunny under the sun, because you know I love bunny. But yeah, that's basically been today's video, and I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please do smash that like button, and if you are new here, please do consider turning that subscription notification. I can't even flip and speak no more. Right, that's my cue to sign off. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.